Tick tock, stop! What if I just broke time? What if the clock you're looking at isn't measuring anything real? Einstein called it humanity's most persistent illusion. Ancient mystics laughed at it. Your brain, it's been deceiving you your whole life. You think you're experiencing every second. It's not real. Every memory of yesterday, your brain literally rewrites it every time you remember. Are you worried about the future? It already exists. Does that sound impossible? Buckle up. We're about to show you a whole new way of thinking about reality. Einstein drops the ultimate mic drop. Time isn't real. Time is relative, is too simple. He proved that the universe is a giant block where your birth, your death, and this exact moment all exist at the same time. Right now, astronauts are aging more slowly than you. People who climb mountains age faster than people who swim. If we didn't consider the fact that time moves at different speeds, GPS satellites would be off by miles. Here's the catch, there's no one-size-fits-all now. What you think is happening on Mars right now actually happened 4 minutes ago. Your present moment, it's just for the local area. It's like thinking you're the center of the universe when you're just standing in your backyard. Einstein's block universe means that every moment that has ever existed or will exist is happening right now in a four-dimensional cosmic loaf. You're not moving through time, you're just aware of different moments in time. As Einstein told a friend who was sad, the difference between the past, present, and future is only an illusion that persists. But if time doesn't move forward, why does your brain make you think it does? Here's where it gets crazy. Einstein's equations suggest that time is relative, and they prove that simultaneity doesn't exist. Two events that appear simultaneous to you happen at different times for someone moving relative to you. There's no one now that connects all points in space. Time dilation isn't just an idea, it's real. Muons created in the upper atmosphere should decay before reaching Earth's surface. But they're moving so fast that time slows down for them, allowing them to survive the journey. If time dilation didn't happen, these particles wouldn't exist long enough to reach us. But here they are, proving Einstein right every day. The twin paradox isn't just a thought experiment anymore. We've done it with atomic clocks on airplanes. Send one clock around the world at high speed and keep another one stationary. When you reunite them, they will show different times. Time isn't just experienced differently, it is different. Welcome to quantum mechanics, where Einstein's spooky action at a distance becomes your new reality. Quantum particles exist in a state where they could be in any of several possible states at once until they are observed. Here's something that will blow your mind. Some interpretations of quantum mechanics suggest that measurement creates the past, not just the present. John Wheeler's delayed choice experiments prove this. Set up an experiment where a photon can act like either a wave or a particle. Decide after the photon has already chosen its path. The photon somehow knows your future decision and behaves accordingly. The measurement you make in the present literally determines what happened in the past. Time isn't just relative. It might even be backwards. The Wheeler-DeWitt equation is a formula that describes the entire universe's quantum state. The equation that governs all of reality doesn't include a time variable. 0. The universe is without time. Carlo Rovelli suggests that time is simply a matter of interaction. If you get rid of all interactions, all changes, all motion, and time disappears. Time doesn't just happen. Events create time through their relationships. Quantum entanglement breaks the idea that events in one place can be separated from events in another place. If you change one particle, it will affect its partner right away, no matter how far apart they are. This suggests that either information travels faster than light, or the whole idea of when something happens is meaningless at quantum scales. Some physicists think that consciousness creates time by collapsing quantum wave functions. Your observation doesn't just show reality, it creates reality moment by moment. You're not just watching the universe, you're actively creating it by being aware of it. Your brain is like a time machine. Not the sci-fi kind, the reality-bending kind. Watch this, look at a clock's second hand. See it freeze for a moment? This is called chronostasis. It's when your brain stretches out time to make it look like your eyes are moving when they're actually still. Your brain goes offline during eye movements. To hide this, it makes the clock run faster, making your first glimpse of the clock last longer. Your brain tricks you into thinking that you see time continuously. Was it a car accident? Time slows down. Why? Your brain works as hard as it can, taking in as much information as possible every second. You're not just playing a video game, you're a living, breathing computer that's running way too fast. Your amygdala releases adrenaline, your attention becomes laser-focused, and your memory system records everything as if it's in high definition. Memories that are more detailed make time feel longer. You lived through those seconds normally, but it felt like they were in slow motion. Here's the surprising part. Your memories aren't just recordings. They're actually recreated versions of the past. Every time you remember something, your brain rebuilds it from scratch, adding new details and changing old ones. Your past is being rewritten as it happens. Elizabeth Loftus proved that people can remember detailed events that never actually happened. If you show someone a photo of themselves at an event they didn't attend, they'll remember it vividly. Your brain doesn't tell the difference between real memories and convincing fakes. Your brain has many different clocks going at the same time. Your body's natural rhythm of 24 hours is controlled by circadian rhythms. The cerebellum is responsible for timing movement. The basal ganglia estimate intervals. The prefrontal cortex is responsible for managing attention, which greatly affects how we perceive time. Dopamine speeds up your body's clock. When you're feeling excited, engaged, and having fun, time seems to fly by. When you have low dopamine, you might feel bored, depressed, or anxious. This can make time feel long. The chemicals in your brain control how you perceive time. Want proof? If you give someone cocaine, they will think that time is going by more slowly. If you give them marijuana, they'll overestimate them. Change how your brain works, and time will feel different. Your perception of time is simply the activity of neurons firing in patterns. If your past isn't fixed, and your brain creates your present and the future already exists, what exactly is real? Here's a surprising fact. Wise people figured this out thousands of years ago. The Hindu concept of Maya, the world around us, is an illusion. Time is an illusion. The only thing that exists is the eternal now. Linear time is like being trapped in the illusion that we are separate from each other. Buddha's insight, the idea that people experience suffering because they are constantly changing throughout their lives, is the main cause of their suffering. Experienced meditators talk about timeless time, which is a state where past, present, and future all become one eternal now. Brain scans show that this isn't just a hallucination. The brain network responsible for understanding time literally stops working. Greek philosophers, Heraclitus said that you can't step in the same river twice because new water flows constantly. But he also understood that this flow might not be real. Indigenous cultures worldwide describe time in a circular way. They also describe time as sacred or dream time. Many native languages don't have past-future tenses like European languages do. They experience time as being present, not as moving forward. These weren't just random thoughts, they were discoveries. Indigenous cultures saw time as circular, not linear. They understood what we're just proving with quantum mechanics and brain scans. Zen koans are stories that make us think about time in a new way. What does it sound like when one hand claps? These aren't riddles. They're meant to challenge traditional thinking and show us the deeper truths that go beyond our daily experiences. Vedic texts describe huge cosmic cycles that last for billions of years. But even these cycles are illusions that obscure the true nature of Brahman. Modern cosmology confirms that these times are very long, but quantum mechanics suggests that even cosmic time might be emergent, not fundamental. This is a combination of ancient wisdom and modern science. How did cultures before science get ideas that we're now testing with billion-dollar experiments? Because when you train your consciousness to look closely, it can see the timeless foundation of time. The deepest truths aren't just measured externally, they're discovered through careful introspection. So what should I do now? Do deadlines disappear? Can you stop aging? Of course not. But you can change your relationship with time. Past, it's not fixed, it's constantly rewritten by your brain. Choose better stories. When you remember difficult experiences, you can show that you are strong instead of feeling like a victim. When you think about times you failed, you can think about the things you learned instead of feeling ashamed. Future, it already exists in space-time. Make your choices count. If your future self already exists in the block universe, remember that version of you is dealing with whatever happens. You are worried about tomorrow, but your worry is about someone who has already succeeded. Present, this is where your power comes from. Your brain creates this moment, so make it count. Being aware of the present moment isn't the same as being relaxed. It's like using a hack to change the way you experience reality. When you focus on the present, you stop your brain from constantly thinking about the past or future. When you're engaged, time seems to fly by. This is because being engaged changes the way your brain processes time. Bored, time seems to take longer because your brain processes less information each second. Do you want to take it easy? Pay more attention. Want to make life feel longer? Look for new things. Flow states completely alter how you perceive time. When you're fully focused on an activity, time seems to disappear. Athletes call it the zone. Artists call it inspiration. Scientists call this focused attention. It's actually your awareness of time dropping out of the story and into a state of pure presence. You're not a victim of time, you're its co-creator. Your attention affects how long something lasts. Your memory brings the past back to life. What you think now affects what will happen in the future. You are actively creating your own experience of time. Meditation isn't just a way to relax. It's like training to travel through time. Regular practice changes how your brain understands time. Instead of thinking too much about the past or future, focus on enjoying the present. Don't worry so much about the future and don't think too much about the past. Focus on what's happening right now. Is time an illusion? Einstein proved that it's relative. Quantum mechanics suggests that it's emergent. Your brain creates it as it happens. Sages understood this long ago by experiencing it themselves. Here's a paradox. Even though we know time is constructed, it still exists. You're still growing older. You still have deadlines. You still experience the beauty of moments passing. The illusion is something that everyone experiences, and it's truly amazing. The goal isn't to escape time, but to dance with it more skillfully. To understand that it is both a constructed reality and an experience. To live with the idea that something can be both imaginary and important to life. Time is like a rainbow. It's not solid or permanent, but it's definitely real. It comes from the way that our thoughts and our physical world interact. It's the beautiful connection between mind and cosmos. You don't have to be controlled by clocks and ideas about how life should progress in a certain way. You can develop a flexible, creative relationship with time while still living in a time-based society. The mystics were right. The time we normally experience is an illusion. Physics experts are correct. The concept of time is both relative and potentially emergent. Neuroscientists are right. The brain actively creates time. All of these statements are true. The reality we experience is full of paradoxes. The clock is still ticking, but now you know the secret. You're not just listening to the clock, you're part of the consciousness that creates the experience of hearing it tick. You are eternal, but your experience is short. You are a being that never dies and is having an adventure through time. You're your own consciousness, exploring itself through the beautiful illusion of moments that come one after the other. If you're ready for a new way of thinking, click the subscribe button. Leave a comment. How will you make time to do it starting today? The revolution begins now. Now is all there is, and it's eternal, infinite, and created by the amazing technology of consciousness itself. Welcome to your everlasting existence. You've always been living it. Now you finally know.